Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dares say. People do chat a load of knackers on YouTube, but nobody's doing what I do. Nobody. Right now, we've had time for the dust to settle, and I've got the weekend out of my system, and I'm not hungover. Let's have a recap on what we fought. Right, the Bricktop show. You all heard my opinion the other day about it. I thought it were a load of crap. Absolute crap. Right? You think we are getting a new deal with DAZN, a company that he said was an app. You'll not be fighting on an app. If you come on BT Sport or TNT, it's not an app. Well, you're working with that company that's an app. See, the problem you've got with Bricktop is this. Every platform that he's ever had a contract with, he's fell out with them. Because what he does, they get the feet under the table, they make loads of promises. Yeah, we're going to put this fight on, going to put that fight on. They make out they're putting fights on, then we have pullouts. This is the problem we've got. So everybody buys into it. Oh, he's putting great fights on. These fights don't happen. It's like promising your son a pair of Nike trainers at Christmas and then getting him a pair of high tech. He's going to be disappointed, isn't he? So let's dig a little bit deeper, shall we? The Bricktop ranking per fighter on the night was 369, right? How can that make a good impression? So me sticking it to Big Ron, aka Fight Academy, aka Dennis Hobson and Fight Zone, with an average of 602 for that Chelsea show. Well, it's not bad big runs, is it? When Bricktop's doing 369, you've got to look at it like this. Bricktop will be on a lot more. He'll be taking a lot of TV money off DAZN to do what? To put that load of rubbish on. Eh? What a load of rubbish. Absolute pony. Nobody wants to talk about Dennis McCann. They're all sweeping it under the table. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. If that were Moses or Tomei, they'd have all big heavyweight barristers on the job, wouldn't they? So we've got a man here who's supposed to be the best promoter in Europe. Their words. No, everybody else's words, not mine. He's the top dog. And his ranking per fighter is 369. That's shocking. That's shocking. It's in doldrums, isn't it? Right. I want to look for something positive, but we're struggling, aren't we? You know what I mean? We're struggling. Only a couple of fights were really ranked on there from BoxRec, but the average per fight was 739 or something. So it works out at 369 point something. 369. That's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And that guy who David Adelaide fought were ranked 180. Adelaide's ranked 32. So how were that even a British title fight? How can David Adelaide, who were English champion, be fighting for that belt? Probably because he's the next in line because he had an English title. But how could Jamie TKV get that fight? Shocking. What differences has Adam Booth made to David Adelaide? Well, they got the knockout, didn't they? But it's up for debate, is it? You know, how it were all stopped and that. I didn't really have time to talk about it the other day. But look, way I see it is this: the boxing board of no control will always do what they want. They're about as much use as a chocolate fire guard, aren't they? Really, absolutely shocking. There's nothing anybody can say or do and tell me about that shower of crap. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute pony. The show were embarrassing. The DAZN pundits, shocking. Yeah, I heard the bit where they called Charlie Parsons Puppy Parsons. Yeah, so what? It was me that give him that name, so I hope it sticks. He's an hard-working little kid, and he's going to make most of his opportunity. So good luck to him, but let's be honest, he's an arse licker, isn't he, like the rest of them? They all fall into line. They all talk tough, don't they? Barry Jones a couple of years ago were talking tough. Then he got put on shelf, didn't he? And he's had to rein it in. Adam Cattrall, another one that spoke tough, and he's had to rein it in a little bit, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? They all talk a good game, don't they? But when it comes down to it, they all want that free gratis and that free bestow gravy. When they all smell that gravy granules, as Terry says, they all want to get in there, don't they? Look at Bean. Bean were leaving Sky to try different things. What's he doing? He's working at DAZN, doing the same thing that he did at Sky. So why aren't Sky giving Bean his credit? I'll tell you why. There's people who Bean owed money to are going to Sky wanting a word with him. Want the Bean? Want the Super Bean? Eh? That's why Sky went, thank you, but no thank you. You got a gambling problem. And that's it. And I don't care. He don't mean no to me. These people, gee, they want to go on there and make out they're holier than holy. They're no better than rest of us. They all eat shit, piss and fart like all of us, don't they? So what? That's why Sky ain't give him his kudos and give him his flowers. They don't want him in the building. That's the bottom line. He's at DAZN now, Bean. He's on outside looking in, hanging around Bricktop shows, waiting to say goodbye to Bricktop's kids. Pop, pop, bang on that one. So there you go. That's about it, really. So, British title fight, though. David Adley and Jamie TKV. Absolutely shocking. But the big shock on the night for me was Joe Joyce, right? This is what we've got. Joe Joyce. He's 14 a couple of months. He's shot to bits. Can't move his head. Another Dave Allen job, innit? Dave Allen will be fighting when he's that age. Oh, they'll keep piling that money up because they're not going to get jobs, are they? Dave Allen will be fighting at that age and taking punishment like Joe Joyce. Now, they think they're all right at the moment, but it comes to get you in later life. But the thing with David is he deserves every penny. Does Joe Joyce? Maybe. He's been knocked about though now. It's time to move on, innit? When you're 14, you're talking like Joe Joyce, and you're nearly 42 like Chisora. You're talking like them, and then you've got Joshua, hanging around like a bad smell. Tyson Fury, Dylan White, all these people hanging around the sport like bad smells. How can the new brigade of fighters come through? They can't, can they? It's embarrassing. I want them all to piss off. Heavyweight division sucks at the moment. As for Daniel Dubois, he's playing a game of show and tell, telling us everything, showing us nothing. Calling out this person, calling out that person. Just get your coat off and have a fight. Don't want to see, get your coat off and have a fight. You're turning into another big John Fury, another big fighting man, another big Joe Egan, just talking about it. And Mickey Theo talking about fighting but not doing notes. So, that's about it. Any trolls that are out there that want to come on, give me an email. We're going to do a troll day on Friday. So any trolls, get your emails in for Friday, 11 a.m. Friday. Right, you're welcome on between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. We all want to see what real life trolls look like. Hey, go on, pop, pop, bang. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Right, I'm off into Brum now to get me sent a new pair of trainees. Go on, booyaka. Big shout out to Peter DeFreitas. I hope you're well. Okay. I look forward to having Andy on tonight in a free parter. Wah!